Alright folks, you already know what time it is. We got the mic on the hat. It's time for a hyper speed tier list of the entire Halloween franchise. We got GOAT tier, Elite tier, Mid tier, Dookie tier, and Steaming Pot of Dookie Stew. Up first, we got the OG Halloween 1978. Before I even made this video, I already know where this is going. Hold up, hold the phone. What's that not doing in the GOAT tier? That's what I can hear you saying right now. That should be in the GOAT tier, Nikki T. That should be in the GOAT tier. Hold on to your buns a little bit, okay, folks? Hold on to your buns. I'll go on record right now and tell you, it's not the GOAT. Following up that controversial start to the video, we got Halloween 2. Now, sometimes the sequel is better than the original, but it ain't my GOAT. So up next, we got Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, the only one without Michael Myers. Now that's a controversial decision in and of itself, but if they made a better movie without Michael Myers, we might not be in this position that we're in right now. I'm forced, my hands are tied, we're throwing that in the Dookie tier. The Michael Myers not being in it has no contribution to the Dookie tier. It's a part of the franchise. I give it the same respect I give any of these other movies, but it's Dookie. What can you say? Up next, we got Halloween 4. Now these next ones I feel like I'm gonna breeze right through because there's really not much to say. Halloween 4 is probably the best of this little next generation of Halloween movies, but it's still not elite, and I wouldn't necessarily go too far as to call it Dookie, landing it right in the middle of the properly named Mid. Now on the other hand, we have Halloween 5, which earned the inaugural spot in Steaming Pot of Dookie Stew. Same goes for the next one, The Curse of Michael Myers, yet again added into this hodgepodge, this masterful flavor of Dookie Stew. Now saving us from this pit of despair, this hellish landscape that we found ourselves in, is Halloween H2O. Now while it can't necessarily compare to those original two, it's earned itself a spot in the elite tier. Now up next, we got Halloween Resurrection. Now we've already made our trip into the Steaming Pot of Dookie Stew. We got all the Dookie ingredients just stewing about. Now I wish I added another tier here, right? We have our Steaming Pot of Dookie Stew. I wish I could show you the final product of the Dookie Stew, the stew itself. What's being served to the customers at the Dookie restaurant. The Curse of Michael Myers and Halloween 5, they're just marinating together in this Dookie pot to create the ultimate Duke. It's one of those rare moments where every single angle of the Dookie is just creating such a Dookie monster, a Dookie fucking Frankenstein that embodies itself as a movie. That's Halloween Resurrection, folks. Now up next, we got the second Halloween film, not to be confused with Halloween 2, not to be confused with Halloween 1978. We got Halloween 2007, the first of the Rob Zombie duology. Duology. It's not trilogy, it's just two of them, right? Now these two Rob Zombie movies are pretty much interchangeable within the mid category. They embody the definition of mid. So we're dropping that right below Halloween 4 on the mid tier. Folks, you had to have been wondering at this point when the GOAT is coming up. When is old Nicky T gonna push that button and reveal his GOAT Halloween film? And ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Halloween 2018 is my motherfucking GOAT. It embodies everything that you want out of a Halloween film. It's just chef's kiss magnificent stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Now up next, we got the follow-up, Halloween Kills. Halloween Kills is elite. People are gonna call it mid, people are gonna call it Dookie. We don't get that much Laurie Strode, whatever, dude. Just that scene of Michael Myers coming out of the burning building alone, that right there is enough to make that shit elite, bro. Now finally, Halloween Ends. There are things I like about it, there are things I hate about it. Do I wish that it was more of just Laurie Strode and Michael Myers just getting into it, just fucking each other up for a whole movie? Of course. They should have just done that, and we would have been good to go. I respect that they tried to change things up. I respect that they tried to make it a little bit more like Halloween 3, but just like Halloween 3, you're Dookie. All right? Now, folks, this was my hyperspeed tier list of the entire Halloween franchise. I would have loved to dive into more detail about what I like or dislike about all these movies, but both of us have plenty of shit to do, so I'm not gonna waste your time any longer. Now, I don't necessarily know how to end this video, so it's just sort of gonna end.